It's Ryan from Phone Dog. I just got some new phones in. Noah was kind enough to send me some phones to review. So right now he sent me the Samsung Instinct and the T-Mobile Sidekick, the newest one. It's the green one. I'm just going to be doing a quick introduction to the Samsung Instinct today. Just going to be a basic quick introduction. I'll do the full review later, but it'll be a quick introduction. As many of you know, the Instinct is a Sprint exclusive phone. It's their version of the iPhone killer, or however you want to say that. It's 3G. And so far I've been reading around, checking sales and stuff. It's their best-selling 3G phone they've ever had. So that's people seem to like it. There's people who like it, people who don't. You always get that with the phone, but most of all, I think that it's been a positive thing for Sprint to get. Alright, well, here's something interesting. I've never seen a phone come with so many accessories when you first open up the box. For the really big thing, probably, for business users or anyone who's away from their home for a long period of time, is the double batteries. The Instinct comes with double batteries and an external charger. So you can charge the battery while you're talking on the other one and then just swap them out. It's pretty easy to do. It also comes with a case. It comes with a case and headphones. And some USB cables and documentation and all the rest of the good stuff. So what we'll do here is do a little size comparison. This is my LG Dare, and this is the Instinct. They're both very different styles. They're both, but the only thing they have in common is they're both touchscreen. As you can see, a little size comparison. The Instinct is much bigger, and it's thinner too. So, as you can see, the Dare is a lot thicker, and it's smaller. So they actually have their touchscreens aren't that far apart in size, and a lot of the features. The Dare actually has a better browser, for instance, because it uses the full screen. The Instinct's browser cuts off about that much of the screen, so it's actually uses the same size screen for its browser that the LG Dare does, even though it does have a bigger screen. Another interesting thing is the Instinct has no tactile buttons on the front. These buttons here, I don't know if you can see them here, those buttons on the bottom are actually touch sensitive, and they're underneath the screen. So, and another thing also, it does have haptic feedback like the Dare, but the feedback on this is much better because it's localized. So when you hit a button, it actually vibrates where you would expect. It vibrates right on that button. So that's really nice. The LG Dare's haptic feedback is just the whole screen vibrates, it's not localized. So I really like the localized feedback on this. As you can see, it's got a nice menu animation. We'll run through that a little bit later. But also over in the back here, it has a 2-megapixel camera. It does not have flash. That little thing you see there is a vanity mirror. It's like a little mirror you can see here taking a picture. 2-megapixel camera. It's got a micro SD card right over here. On this side is where you plug in your data cable and to charge it. Up top is your lock. It's your lock and power button up there. It is interesting because, from what I've discovered, I think the only way to unlock it is to hold down this button. There's no... When you lock it, and then you just press the button really quick, it just brings you back to that screen, and there's nothing on the screen that unlocks it. It's just you have to hold this button down until it unlocks. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if I like that enough, because when you unlock this phone, you actually just press a button when you press the lock button and then you're in. But this one you gotta hold down. And it's a little tricky sometimes because I've actually turned off the phone a few times because you gotta hold it for just the right amount of time or else you turn off the phone. So, alright, we're gonna get into just a quick walkthrough of the UI and then we'll go from there. Alright, this is the Instinct screen you see when you first open up the phone. This is its favorites menu. So you can see that. As you can see, my camera just loves the super shiny surface on this. So you'll see a lot of reflection of the tripod in there. But then this is the favorites. Oh, well, it goes to sleep on me. Okay. Over here is the main. Over here is fun and web. Main has your email, messaging, voicemail, which includes visual voicemail. You got the Sprint navigation, the calendar, the tools, all that good stuff. Here you have your music store access, you have TV, you have radio, camera. And over here you have the web-based features, the web live search. Live search is actually uses Microsoft Live Search, and it basically is a location-aware search. So you can search for something that you want to find in the town near you. You could say pizza and see if it finds it. Maybe. Ah, service unavailable. Maybe they're updating it. Alright, well that's no biggie. So you can, and anytime you want to get back to the home page, you just gotta press that button right there. That's it, just the home page. And so then you just press home page, and then we're back to here again. We'll go into the voicemail. And as you can see, it uses visual voicemail. So we'll check out that later in my full review. But as you can see, the touchscreen works really well. It's really sensitive. I believe that a few of the earlier reviewers had problems with the touchscreen, especially these buttons down here. But it just requires a little bit of a firmer touch, that's all. You just gotta use just be a little bit more firm with it. And then over here, here's a list, and once again, as all the rage in phones these days, it does that flick motion that's, ever popular. And it even does this little funny thing with the haptic feedback. When you hit the bottom, it sort of like bounces. The thing sort of bounces. You can see, I like it. It's really easy to use. It's actually easier to use than the Dare's flick motion. And I think it just works really well. And these buttons down here are really easy to press. So you got that, got the fun. The camera's okay, I suppose. It's not something that I would use to replace a digital camera. So you can take a picture of this. There we go. And it's in here. There we go. So I mean, yeah, it's good. But since it doesn't have a flash, you can't really use it anywhere where it's dark. So that's kind of a shame they didn't include a flash. But besides that, it works pretty good. So, all right. Well, that was just a quick review. I'm going to do a much more in-depth review later, but just an introduction basically to the Samsung Instinct. It's an exclusive phone, and I'll see you guys around later. That was my quick little introduction to the Samsung Instinct. There's going to be a lot more videos coming in the next few days from me, so stick around. And if you want to see it updated live, head on over to Twitter and search for Phone Dog. We have an account on there now, so you can search for us and just follow them as I do the updates live. I'll be updating as much as I possibly can. So check that out. It's go to Twitter and search for Phone Dog. And of course, for all the latest reviews of cell phones, carriers, breaking news, head on over to phonedog.com and check it out. You can find more stuff about the Instinct, the Dare, the iPhone, all the latest news. So head on over to phonedog.com and check it out.